So if you are part of anywhere on the TTRPG interwebs, I'm sure that part of your feed as well as mine is flooded with people's reaction to the OGL. And yes, there are many things in there that I understand people are alarmed about, especially the bigger companies. And I understand that the enormous percentage increase of words compared to the previous OGL can also be very alarming. And yes, I agree this is mostly a reach of corporate greed, and I'm going to try and fit all of my thoughts into it as succinctly and quickly as possible as I can in this video. I understand the worry that previous OGLs will be made null and void, making a lot of other content sort of unusable to be sold. This won't affect things like fair use and whatnot, so like people who stream games, it's the same thing how gamers can stream other companies' games and not get like sued by them. Like the one that I GM for every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, I also wrote a 5e sourcebook. Link in my bio. But if they move forward and previous OGLs are deemed not valid anymore and they can claim any of this as their IP, I'm just going to remove this and not make it possible and print it under the game system that I am currently working on. And I'm not saying that I make anywhere near as much as the big publishers that this would really affect, but it has the potential to affect anybody who makes third-party content. Now, what I think will happen next is we will see WotC have a little bit longer time where they sort of sit on this. They're going to have to talk with their lawyers. It's a huge legally worded document now. It's not as small as simple to edit as before. And we will get some sort of corporate jargon bullshit of, we have heard your words, citizens, and we have made the proper adjustments because it is you whose opinions that we value the most. And I think at the very least they're going to leave previous OGLs alone. Partially because the legal fallout of them trying to impede on like Paizo and Kobold Press could cost them a lot of money. Or, I think almost as likely, but not quite as likely, is they're going to move forward with it completely unedited and everyone will be forced to make new stuff. Honestly, I think this is spurring on a little bit of a TTRPG gaming renaissance anyway. Like I said, I'm working on my own original system that I actually shelved up for a few years because life got really busy, but with all this shit in the last few weeks, I'm like, well, I might have to play that. And I have a ton of TTRPGs on my shelf that I haven't even touched in a while just because I've only had time to play D&D. I'll talk about those in another video. But for now, this is the time to support your third-party publishers. People like myself put links in their bio. Go to places like DriveThruRPG. There's a lot of stuff to unpack and digest for us. There's a lot of stuff for WotC to react to from us, and there's a lot of opportunities and potentials on the horizon that we're kind of just going to have to hurry up and wait to see what the fallout and ripple effects are. Sorry it's a long video. Thanks for sticking around. Keep on questing.